Hello and welcome to this new special episode of Continuum Gaming, and this is a special episode for episode 50 of my Continuum Gaming channel. And I hope you had fun with the Continuum Gaming channel till now, and this is more or less an anniversary for me because it's the 50th episode, so I hope you have fun with this little video too. What we are talking about today are small changes that have been created by the creator update, for example, and for mobile and for the Continuum experience in general. And I will have a look at a small update that has happened with the display wireless adapter of Microsoft 2, because it is now really slightly changed after all, but it really makes a big difference and it's a big deal for me. So let's have a look at that. First off, I want to show you, this is my little box for Continuum. I 3D printed that one, and in there we will find the display 3D printed part here. And what we will find in there is different adapters and stuff like that. And the most important thing too is this little power bay in the middle. Just in the case that, for example, the display I want to use Continuum with doesn't have an own power source, or better to say an own USB plug, so I can power my display adapter with that. And what you can see is here is the first version of the display adapter. I think I already showed it sometime in this channel. And this one is the first iteration. It's just a long stick. And it has an HDMI port at this point, and with that I can use Continuum wirelessly with my smartphone, for example. And this is only for powering the device here. And there is one little difference to the second iteration. The second iteration is looking like this. And as you can see, this is quite a long stick now, more or less, but in the end it's cut it into two parts, because it's more or less the same otherwise. There's this little connection in between, you don't need that, that's just to keep everything clean here. And I will just put that down. And what you can see now is, this is just split it in two parts, and both are more or less equally in size. And it's more or less half the size the original adapter had. And this is a big deal if you are using it, for example, with a TV that is mounted on a wall, because in this situation you often have not much space in between the wall and the screen itself. And now think about it. Do you like to have this kind of adapter for a TV mounted display there? Or do you want to put in this kind of adapter, because there is not enough space in many cases for this kind of adapter there. And because of that, this is really a small iteration, and more or less it's quite the same otherwise, but with this little advantage there, this little transformation here done, it really is a much better experience. It works, I think, in all of the cases now, or at least many more. And like that, you really don't need any kind of an adapter cable for the HDMI port at this point, or I don't know, any kind of extension there. So you can use that, but you just need this one anymore. And it's not even very expensive. I think it's 49 euros or something like that at the moment at my local electronics store, which is not the most or the cheapest electronics store at all. I just got it because I saw it, and it really makes a big difference there. And yeah, like that we can use that. And this is one little change I wanted to show you on the hardware side. And the software side I will show you a little bit more. I think it's more or less about two features that has been changed in the creators update. And for that I will use now this second iteration adapter here, put it in my screen, and we use the wireless method to show that. Maybe I will cut here and show you what I'm doing at this moment. So this will take probably, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that to connect now, so that the adapter itself can load up and start up. And yeah, while this one is working there, we can have a look. Oh, it's already quite close to being ready. We can have a look at a different thing. The different thing is something that you will notice if you are using the iris scanner, for example. It really doesn't have much to do with the Continuum experience, but it's nice too, because the iris scanner is now much faster than it was before. So I will now click on this little icon here, and as you can see, this was really a quite fast thing to unlock my phone, and it really is that fast now for many different directions, and you can hold it closer or wider, farther from your face now and stuff like that. So if you haven't used the iris scan in a long time, I would really recommend you to have a look at that. It really improved with the Creators Update now. Especially, or better to say, you have to recalibrate it to work faster now. So don't just try it and throw it away because it's still that slow than before. Please recalibrate it in the real stuff here. Now let's have a look at what to do, because as you can see, we have now a ready device there. So there are instructions on the device now, or on the display there. So in the Action Center, for example, on your Surface or on your phone, just swipe down to the Action Center and click Connect. Okay, it just got out there, so we can have a look that it's really fast and it was not just one version or something like that. And I'm telling you something strange here. So click on Connect now. It's called Verbinden in German, so I click on that. As you can see, he is now searching for this device, and the device we want to connect to is the name that is displayed there, so we go to that one. And as you can see, he has now reached the level there. There's one little information, we don't need that anymore. And now we can use this device, or better to say, this smartphone to control our device now. So let's have a look at what has changed in addition to what I already showed you in the software itself. There is more or less one little thing that really is helping you much with that part there. And that is, if you go to the settings are called Einstellungen in German. So I will go to that part. Go to E in this case, because it's Einstellungen at this point. And what has changed with the Creator Update is that you can now individually define the timeouts for the smartphone and for the display it is connected to. And this is really a big deal. You can't oversaturate that, because it really makes it a much more beautiful experience. For example, you can power off your smartphone now if you want to. That wasn't possible before too. And Continuum will just stay as it was. It will, for example, play your music list with Groove or with Deezer or something like that, and will just go on. I would show you that, but there are two problems I am facing with that. First off, powering off would need a little bit of time, and you would have to watch quite boring stuff there. And the second one is I would get a problem with the music industry. I'm quite sure about that, because I'm not allowed to use commercial music in this video. So please bear with me there. But what I want to show you now is that you can go to personalizations or something like that, I think it's called in English. And we can have a different check here. For example, if we go to the this is a lock screen, and of course we have this part in here too, so we can, for example, set an own background image. This was already available, but the new thing is, if I go to the lock screen now, you can see there is a new option available at this point, and this is called if it's connected, the timeout of the external display should be whatever you set here. And what I set here is never. So you can set any kind of different minutes there and seconds and stuff like that. And what I put in here is never if it's connected. And of course this is the normal lock screen timeout for your phone, which stays available, and your phone will really shut down after the time, but it doesn't matter because the display itself will not shut down. So, for example, if you want to use your smartphone as the music station for your home or something like that, you can just connect it with your TV, for example. Let it play there. Just use your smartphone as you would use it all the time, and it will just in the background use Deezer to play the music or Groove or whatever you are using there, and it will just stay connected there and play the music, and you can do anything in the home and walk around and stuff like that. And this is really a great addition to Microsoft Continuum. It really helps a lot for that. Yeah, these are the two small features or improvements. It's really not a new feature, it's just a small improvement, but it really helps a lot with the Continuum experience. And I hope you had fun with that. I hope you see that what you can do with it, and I hope you will have a nice time with Microsoft Continuum. And of course, I hope you will have a look at my other videos, the real episode 50, where I present the games for you. So if you are more interested in games or stuff like that, please have a look over there. I will link you to that. And yeah, hopefully we will see us again, and have a nice day. See you next time. See you.